my heels. Oh God, I'm melting, everything is so surreal. So I move through the day in some unsuspecting way. Oh God, 'cause I'm just trying to feel something real. All I've got is a world I'm not attached to, made of steel. Gotta get back, gotta get back. Gotta get back, gotta get back. Cause I just wanna feel something real. I just wanna feel something real. I just wanna feel something real. I just wanna feel something. All my thoughts took a walk. I was left all on my own, but I could sing all I want, so I give it everything. Oh God, while I'm just trying to figure out my deal. Oh God, I just wanna feel something real. Understand my body beats in time to what I feel. Gotta get back, gotta get back. 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 Cause I just wanna feel something real.
Hello! What's up, everybody? How are we doing today? What's up, Rasta, Ankthar, JR, Shezar, Warren, Cassie, Fred, Bullvine, Macaron, Seraphim, Jag? Chipmunk, Saladino, Heroes and Diamonds, Noger, Colette, Solipsist, Sokoman, $10, Tirazel. I feel like I haven't done that yesterday. Doing it now makes me feel like I forgot to do it yesterday. I don't know if that's true. Yeah, how are we doing today? I played a whole bunch of Witchfire yesterday. I feel like I'm properly sort of like invested in the loop now. It definitely sort of like I like how the progression sort of opens up as you make some progress in the game. Game's really good. What impresses me the most with Witchfire is it's some of the most fun gunplay I've seen in a game in a long time. It just feels good to shoot the weapons. As far as like arcade-ish shooter go, you know, it's really well done. And then I found out it's the same devs that made The Vanishing of Ethan Carter, which I haven't played, but I know it's like a walking simulator, so that was kind of surprising. I was like, oh, that's a bit of a weird, you know, genre change. And then I learned that some of the devs on the Witchfire team actually developed Bulletstorm. That made a lot more sense. Those of you who remember that older game. Yeah, thank you for the suggestion, Chipmunk. A decent song. I was a little late getting out of bed. I woke up early enough, but I was watching, like, reading some of the news and stuff, and so I was a little late getting out of bed, so I didn't have time to pick a song. So I just went on the thread and picked the first thing that came up. That seemed interesting. I'm not mad about the choice. It was a good one. What's up, Mancini? So yeah, anyway, Witchfire. It's still in early access, but it seems like it's getting towards the end of early access, so pretty good. I also tried a game called Songs of Silence, which is it's a weird mix of 4X with auto battler mechanics, but also card game mechanics. Like the battles auto resolve, like you can see your troops like behave on their own, but you have like a deck of cards based on like which hero is leading your army and all that, and you can like use those sort of spells to affect the battlefield. Pretty cool. The visual style is really interesting. Reminds me of the Banner Saga a little bit visually. Yeah, I don't know. It seems pretty simplistic. I don't think it has like the depth or complexity of, you know, something like Age of Wonders or something, but it's from the little I've played, it seems neat. I don't know, I've been kind of in a weird spot these days where I need a game to grind off stream, and I just, when I'm not playing League with my friends, and I just don't know what it is. I can't sort of settle on anything. I think Witchfire has made a proper claim yesterday, though. I kind of really felt the hook, and I was like, oh, I want to play more Witchfire, but I want to try these other things. So maybe that will solve my problem for a while. Think about that, Speedra, and think about why it can't. I'll give you one guess. I don't think you've understood the proposition there. much time consuming? Nope, has nothing to do with that. Think about what I said again. I know I said I'll give you one guess, but I don't know. I'm turning this interaction into easy mode to allow you a second chance. There was a key word in there that you may have missed. Any specific goals for today's runs? I don't think so. I mean, I would love to find a tomb. If I find a tomb, then I know what I'm doing. If not, we'll have to figure it out. You don't know? The keyword was off stream. If I'm streaming a game, I'm not gonna play it off stream. That would break, you know, the implicit contract between the viewers and I, which is I'm streaming my experience with the game. Goal for today, finding a use for all those gems. Exactly, yeah. I mean, if I find the study and the code check, I mean, the code check will find. The study, I don't know, maybe one of my goals should be to find the conservatory and change the study to a common drop as well. Those two would be basically make every run very easy. And then I can just do whatever. Waiting for Mutagenics? Is that a game? Yeah, I don't know if I don't remember if we talked about that yesterday. I'm not sure, but I remember people we talked about the root trees are dead. Someone on the Discord the other day during my break mentioned Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. I think that's something I should probably try streaming at some point down the line. It seems interesting. I don't know, it feels like some of those games might always do pretty well on my channel, so I'm thinking about a lot of them. But yeah, also yesterday, again, playing Witchfire and thinking about the vanishing of Ethan Carter, I need to play that one. I've never played it. And also the other one, like What Remains of Edith Finch, which I know there's no link, not the same devs or anything, but it's sort of like the same sort of walking simulator era of game, I guess. I also need to play that one. There's a few of those walking sims that I haven't played, even though I'm pretty excited about playing them. I was such a big fan of Gone Home when it came out, and that's what sort of led me down that road of finding out about those games and all that. Will those be streamed? I think so, yeah. I would love to stream those. I mean, when it comes to streaming, it's always a matter of like the sort of the time real estate we have, right? I'm facing the opposite problem that many people do. Many people don't know what they want to stream. I have too many games that I want to stream and not enough time because of my play style, of course. So yeah, I don't know, but I'm definitely not ready to play those games offline and just give up on the idea of streaming them. So for now, they're kept in the streaming pipeline. What a good problem to have. I mean, I guess. It also puts me in a situation when, again, when I'm looking for a game of stream and I'm like, no, I can't play this one because I'm keeping it for stream. I can't play this one because I'm keeping it for stream. And then I realistically think about it and I'm like, I'm not going to play those games for at least 2 years by doing that. So it's, you know, and there's new games coming out all the time. Yeah, I mean, on the plus side, if the gaming industry keeps going the way it does, and there's less and less new games that I'm interested in, at least I'm not gonna run out of stuff to play. So. Well, eventually we'll be a retro channel without trying to be one, right? Because I'm just gonna play like my backlog that I've never, and by the time we get to it, it's gonna be considered retro games. But yeah, also yesterday I had suddenly, I don't know how it happened, but I was thinking about older Zelda games yesterday. And then it made me think about the modern ones. And suddenly I was like, man, I almost want to buy a Switch too, because I want to play Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. But I don't know, it feels like a bad justification for a whole ass console purchase. Plus the price of the games, it's very unreasonable. But it made me think about it. I guess I could technically emulate them if I wanted to be a rebel, you know. Your cousin have one? He has a Switch too, yeah. I mean, he has several Switch ones, and he's the kind of nerds that buys like the special editions and all that, you know. I enjoyed those games despite the open world. Yeah, I mean, that's my issue with it. The open world stuff doesn't really, you know, work with me very well, but I don't know. There's something about, I think with Breath of the Wild, from what I've played of it, because when the game came out, my flatmate at the time had the Wii U version. And I had a Wii U, so I played that for a bit. Saladino, thank you for $50. I appreciate that. And the message said, refilling the pizza funds. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. It's an extremely generous contribution. Thank you, Saladino. The pizza fund is alive and well. Thank you. Now I want pizza. Yeah, I'm not gonna get pizza until the weekend at least. But by the way, can we talk about the fact that I really need the dollar to make a comeback? The dollar is so low right now compared to the Swiss franc that I'm getting absolutely screwed on conversion when it comes to my Twitch revenue. Have bad news for you? I know. I saw the Federal Reserve news today. It's not looking good. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't looked at to see if anything was affected, but that's something I wish I didn't have to think about. You know, the conversion. It would be good if it would be great if I didn't have to think about that. That's not a part of the job that I'm a fan of. Like in 2022, we were at parity, like one and one. And then for most of my return to streaming, it was roughly around 85-90 cent on the dollar, like 90 Swiss franc cent. And it went as low as 79 the other day. When I saw that, I was like, oh, geez. But it seems like it's holding so far, even with the news. I don't know. I would like to get back at least to 90 Swiss cent on the dollar. That That would be a reasonable conversion. I mean, on the plus side, if I, spend money in dollars, I obviously, some of my, and a decent portion of my at least leisurely expenses, like video games and such, are in dollars, right? So, I sort of at least save a little bit of money there. But yeah, most of my actual living expenses, my bills, the food and stuff, like the important stuff to survive, all those things, obviously I'm getting completely screwed there, but oh well, it is what it is. What we actually need is the Swiss franc dropping. I mean, yeah, that, sure. But the problem is, if that happens, there's gonna be more consequences, so. How are you today, Vic? I wish we didn't have to think about money in general. Yeah, that'd be great. But yeah, anyway, some more of the unfortunate reality of making money on the internet or in different markets. But yeah, at least the euro is pretty okay. So like my writing revenue, my royalties are, I don't get screwed too hard there. But I did not, JR. No, I don't have the disposable income to invest in anything, thankfully. I feel like I would be... I wouldn't want to invest in those things, at least. I mean, having reasonable investments in decent stuff is fine, of course. Seraphim, thank you for the tier 3, 21 months. Appreciate you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. A lot of months. A big tier. Are we changing or getting rid of the market? I don't know. We're too far gone to do anything. But yeah, anyway, in other less, politically charged news, I saw the Stranger Things documentary came out, and apparently people are very amused by some of the stuff they've heard. I haven't watched the documentary myself, but I've seen a few things when I was scrolling earlier as I woke up. There's a few screenshots of the script writing process, and there's a lot of ChatGPT tabs opened in the same browser as their Google Doc script, which, after seeing season 5, I'm not surprised. It actually makes a lot of sense. I was talking yesterday about, how it feels sometimes like the show forgot its own rules. That feels a lot like a symptom of using ChatGPT to brainstorm ideas, because it's very good at forgetting some of the internal consistency of a story. Even if on the superficial level it comes up with decent arcs, and it's pretty decent at doing like thematic treatments and all that to a certain extent. It does make sense that the rules of the show were kind of forgotten. Yeah, I mean, Chipmunk, again, I'm not going into the details because I don't want to spoil anything. I had reasonable fun watching it, but it how I am. I obviously I always pay attention to the writing and details of the story. That's just like what I do when I consume something. It was constantly like apparent that they forgot their own like lore in many situations. The rules of the way things work in their own world were becoming very vague. They were mostly serving the plot, like it works as the plot requires, more than there's a consistent set of rules and the characters have to, like the stakes are raised because of those rules putting pressure on the situation, and so they have to work around that. There's a few egregious examples in the season itself, but overall, it was reasonably fun to watch, and like I said yesterday, I think in the finale, I think some of the like the emotional points, like the emotional highlights were hit. The emotional notes were hit. I think the thematic work overall makes sort of, it felt appropriate for the ending when it comes to some of the character arcs. But yeah, like the plot was absolutely abysmal. Full of holes, full of inconsistent rules. That part really suffered, unfortunately. But yeah, apparently they started producing like the final episode before the script was finalized, and they didn't have a script for the finale at all when they started producing the beginning of the season. Which, I understand in TV writing, that's a frequent thing, especially with shows that were on like, TV channels with weekly episodes and all that. That's a very frequent thing, right? Writing week to week and sort of having to sort of make it up as you go along. That's how some of our favorite shows were made. But for a show that releases on streaming platforms all at the same time with like years of pre-production, it seems very weird that they didn't have a finalized script by the time production began. It feels like they had the opportunity to approach this more as a movie rather than TV writing, right? Because that's in essence what it is. It's just a long movie with episode breakdowns. It feels weird that they didn't want to take advantage of that. I don't know exactly what happened, if it was due to strikes, if it was due to who the fuck knows, right? But it seems kind of wild. I don't know. That's a Businala. Sorry, I had to blow my nose. We're talking about Stranger Things. I like that quote, by the way, Anktar, from Hitchhiker's Guide. It's a good one. But yeah, all this to say that the revelations that came out of the documentary, none of them are too surprising to me, based on the way I was feeling about some of the plotting and writing in season 5. I would say that a lot of it makes sense. I guess that is the world we live in now. Have you seen Adolescence? Yes, I've professed my love for that show repeatedly on this stream for the past months or so. Past 2 months, really. Yeah, I think it's one of the best TV shows I've ever seen. A masterpiece, certainly. I saw the kid won another award yesterday, Golden Globe, I think, which again deserved. Yeah, no, Adolescence is amazing. I feel like it's a show that should be shown in schools, like legitimately. You should show this show in middle schools as part of the curriculum. Yeah, Stephen Graham's always amazing. He's an excellent writer too. Yeah, anyway. The next thing I'm waiting for is season 3 of Shrinking. It's starting at the end of the month, so I'm gonna wait for it to be completely out before I watch it, so it's probably gonna be in March. Or I've been thinking about watching it week per week, just to get that feeling of, you know, waiting every week for a new episode and that excitement that comes with it. We'll see. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll watch it week per week. It could be an interesting thing to do again. I haven't had the opportunity to do that with a show in a long time, so yeah, we'll see. When's the first episode coming out? Shrinking season 3, January 28th. Okay, makes sense. Watch Adolescence at some point. Yeah, I mean it's actually like a masterwork on all levels of, you know, creation. Like it's the writing, the acting, the cinematography, the sheer sort of directing, and like everything in that show is absolutely masterful. I don't think there's a single point of weakness in that show. Like I can't point a single thing where I'm like, yeah, that was kind of meh. It's just perfect, start to finish. Absolute masterpiece. But obviously, yes, a heavy subject matter. So. My wife just finished her second watch of Ted Lasso. Thanks for the rec. Yeah, you're welcome. Ted Lasso's great. And if you haven't seen Shrinking, that's a very strong recommendation as well. I'm sure you and your wife will love it just as much. Anyway, day 37. I guess let's get a run in and, you know, get the work done for today. Plugging in, you know, at the old factory. I have a box today, don't I? Yes. Brass compass, gems, and keys. Okay, I'm not mad about the compass. We're starting with a bunch of keys. And didn't I have a clock tower? No, I didn't. I wanted the clock tower and then I couldn't because I didn't have a gem. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. A decent start of resources. 14th stream, they're on day 95. Yeah, see, these people and I are not the same. Oh, we kept the silver spoon and the sleeping mask. That's pretty good. It solved the steps situation. Okay, well, the steps situation is solved. The gems and gold situation is solved. We pretty much have full freedom with this run. The only thing we need to solve is the key problem, especially like the security key. If I can find a security key card, we're golden. So, let's see. Okay, I want the tomb. Please give me the tomb. Please give me the tomb. I haven't had the tomb in such a long time. Well, actually, it was only 5 days ago, but please give me the tomb. I would really like the tomb. Wait, is there... Oh my god, I never thought about that. Can I redraw the rooms outside if I have a dice or something? Oh my god, I never thought about that. Huh. You know, I think I'm gonna try to do that. Because I really want to get the tomb specifically. I really want to try to get the tomb specifically, so I'm gonna wait. And we're gonna try to... I just wasted 4 steps, but I think I'm okay with it. I'm gonna start gift shop. For open space. So I either want some dice, yeah, or the study and the code check. Well, here's the code check. That being said, the commissary here could be... Get those items out of the way. No, I need the code check. Well, actually, I think that was a mistake. I think the code check is the one I need the least. Because, you know, we're obviously in such a comfortable situation, gems-wise. But... oh well, now it's done. So. Going then here... Gecko. See, now I regret not having the sledgehammer here. Hopefully. Okay, I'm going reading Nook just for the key. And I'm going right side because obviously I want to keep the left side open to find her ladyship's chambers. I'm gonna go spare quarters here, which I know is not ideal. But I do feel like opening the space here is kind of important. Actually, no, the key situation could be a problem. If I disregard the key situation too much, I might get screwed later, so I'm gonna go bedroom. We do want to ensure as much as possible that guarantee the best. Okay, the hallway here is not bad. Security here is not bad either. I'm gonna go security just because we don't have a keycard yet, so lowering security for now could be important. Um. Order a shovel. Do I want to connect to... If I can find a lab connecting to the shelter, it could be great. Unlocking the entire house, right? As always. I can manually find the lab. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait. I think the keys are gonna be a problem in this run, so I as much as I can wait, wait as much as we can. Passageway here is good. I need to go back. I don't have the key pushing too hard. I really want the commissary. Is that a fine pick? I think it is. It's okay, I think, because the passageway will allow us most likely to take that little spot down there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go commissary. Make use of that money. Well, that sucks. I really wish I would have gotten the sledgehammer too. Definitely do not need more gems. Even keys would have been better. Okay, I don't want to take too much of the left side, but a little bit of it I can. A little bit of the left side's fine. Again, my goal is to find a study at this point. Okay, the funeral parlor could be good just for the sake of opening the space. I don't need the gems anyway. I wonder if the prize is set when I draft the room or when I solve the problem. That's something actually that I can use this run to figure that out. I'm gonna wait until I have more red rooms and then I'll try to do the puzzle just to see when the prize is set. That could be relevant later. Not in this run, but let's take the opportunity to just, you know, not have to worry about gems. I'm just putting it down for the space. Yeah, I'm not even gonna read the boxes yet. Locker room, sauna, pump room. Sure. Again, I don't wanna go too high on the left side. I think that's probably the highest I'm gonna go for now. I think the aquarium here is fine. Ooh, a handle. Okay. I would really like to find a die. Or again, the study would be great. I'm gonna go secret passage into... Secret passage into what? Let's think. Green could be the cloister. Cloister would be nice. Orange could be... The foyer could be nice. The antechamber could be a problem. No! how is it how did the purple one get picked when the green one was straight in the center of the screen? The auto targeting when you play with controller in this game can be really bad sometimes. I'm actually really mad right now. I really wanted the green one. 'Cause yeah, that's exactly what I was expecting. Now I'm screwed. I was literally on the green one and it changed when I clicked, even though I didn't touch my stick. It's insane. I guess at this point I go servants' quarters, at least. Get some keys. Yeah, this is gonna be really annoying. This really screws me in more than one ways. This is most likely the worst position for this to happen to. Because having the cloister here or any green that opens up would have allowed us to get, you know, if we get the tomb later. God, what an annoying scenario here. So now, whatever I'm getting on the left side of the passageway is paramount. It's really important that I get something good. Yeah, I really need something good on the left there. I need something that opens up the space pretty well, so I'm gonna go right first. Hopefully find a study. Take the observatory, I guess. I don't even know. I lost track of what days we're on. Is that Draxus? Oh, that's Alice, right? Yeah. And the key. Okay, I don't hate the drawing room here. That's actually pretty decent. I think the chapel is fine. Guarantees access to the foundation, which gives me a little more freedom here. Hopefully trying to get the study. Ooh, okay, the lab's pretty good. Not mad about the lab. Let's see. Now we can start an experiment and have access to shelter. Each time you find some trash while digging, a letter will be delivered to the mail. Yeah, I'll go with that. And then log into the network. Remote terminal access, shelter. I'm already connecting with it, even though I you know, I need to I need to make some experiments before we can trigger the whole thing. Hopefully I find a bunch of trash in those holes right there. This is so annoying. I never see this unless I have the experiment active, by the way. I always get trash, never nothing. I only get nothing when the experiment's active, every fucking time. I swear. Yeah, that's annoying. I think this makes sense space-wise. I'm really not getting what I want today. Sure. Lack of a better... Okay, I think the dining room's fine here. We need to solve the steps situation. Well, steps situation solved. I need a showroom. Whatever, I'll eat it now. I mean, it's doubled anyway. Might be able to draft a couple of times out of the classroom, so let's do that. This is getting a little rough. I don't have the key for that. Rotunda is pretty good here, honestly. This one's gonna be locked. I need to get out of the passageway, I guess, which I would have liked to do when I had more drawing power, but I don't think we're gonna get there. That's the problem. So I have to hope for something good. Okay. Well, I guess I'll take that for lack of a better choice. It's not ideal. Obviously, now we're reliant on a door we currently can't open, but hmm. Keys. I have two at this point. So many resources and nothing to do with it. Okay, well, let's see what we can do up here. Ah. Do I give up on the antechamber? Yes. At least from this side. Okay. I was kind of hoping it could have been hard, but that was kind of my one here. Looking for a bunch of dice here, they often spawn. What an annoyingly... The side. I guess process of elimination, I kind of have to take the casino here. Oh! Okay. Some keys. I'm not too mad about it. So annoying. That would have been great if I I could have not spent my 100 gold and got the master key, and that would have solved my key problem. Um, hindsight is 2020. On the plus side, this solves our keycard issue. Yeah, that cloister here is actually insane. This really that cloister here is a breath of fresh air. It's actually kind of saving us from a lot of dude, please give me an empty fucking, not an empty one, just trash. Thank you. One. Great. Yeah, no, that cloister is clutch right here. Oh, fuck off. Never mind. I hate everything. One step forward, two steps back. Office here. This run could still come together. It's just I need a little bit. Oh my god. I spoke too soon. I said I need a little bit of luck. Nope. Luck is nowhere to be found today. Okay, well, we do not have a choice. We need to start. So this is a problem because now the conditions for us to try to get her ladyship's chamber, and that's even provided we can get the tomb, which we don't have any guarantees because we weren't able to find a study or anything that allows us to reroll. Provided you can reroll the outer room, which is something that I haven't never tried, so I'm not even sure. The only way we can do it now is by finding a key card that allows us to come here and then down there. Which means I absolutely must find a key card here. If we don't, it's over. Well, a key card or a break room. The break room is a decent second choice here. What should give me the study now? Oh, no regrets, I guess. Well, okay, let's go see what the outside room is, and at this point, unfortunately, we don't have a key card, so we can't solve. What an annoying run. Oh, of course it is. So, oh, hold on. If I take the tomb now, I'm screwed anyway. I can't find where Ladyship's chamber is, so there's no point. So the trading post could maybe help me find a keycard. The root cellar could help me get a bunch of experiments done, which could trigger. Ooh, no, and we get screwed because we don't have it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with getting a bunch of letters. Might as well. But now's the time where obviously I'm not gonna dig a single trash. Wait for it. Oh, okay, never mind. Here's one. Music in this room is so good. Okay, well now we just keep pushing through here then, and hope we can, you know, something. I'm annoyed because I had a precise goal for this run and I couldn't get there. Very annoying. On the plus side, I think if I can try to my plan to potentially find rerolls before drafting the outer room is actually makes sense. Hopefully it works. I'm gonna try that next run anyway. Oh yeah, I have to try the puzzle. We have another red room. We have two other red rooms actually, so. Hey, maybe we find a freezer and we can save our resources for another day, and then nothing's lost. The black box is true, the gems are in the true box, the blue box is true. So if this is true, and this is true, those two are true together. This one's false, meaning the gems are in there. Okay, so, and the reward is based on the opening. That's good to know. That's good information right there. You can drive this room and just wait. What's up, Quantifiable? How are you doing today? Well, we'll swing home. Obviously, the one time I need and want trash, I'm getting... Oh, come on, dude! I'm starting to doubt the actual use of the... I'm starting to doubt the compass. The lack of north-facing rooms I got this run is actually insane. What's the best scenario here? Take the sauna, take the steps, call it a day? Or go for the pantry and try to find a freezer in the next two, potentially. It's all the secret passage full. Honestly, yeah, the secret passage... The targeting screwing me over there was just... It definitely didn't help, that's for sure. Would have been a very different run if that didn't, you know, go that way. I think I don't care about the steps too much. I think trying to find a freezer is maybe the best play there. I mean, I'm playing on controller, so it's definitely not the mouse's fault. Okay, one more try. Try to find a freezer. Watch it give me a study now. Oh, treasure trove, I guess. At least we're building a little bit of meta progression. Alright, well, that was a bit of a waste of a day, unfortunately. And resources. I need to go check my bracelet. It's annoying. I feel like my plan was good, but I just couldn't get the room I needed. Well, say goodbye to almost 200 gems. For no reason. I mean, it doesn't matter really. It's just... Did the treasure trove note say? Oh, something about the notes and the memos, which ones are true or not. Something we already figured out. I think it's related to the underground. But we've already opened everything down there. The Baronial Shopping Center. Okay. Well, let's try to do another one. Same goal, same mission. Same goal, same mission. So we're not even gonna go out for now. We're immediately gonna try to find the code check and the study. Some key. Ooh, okay. I'll take that. Okay. Convenient, yeah. I'm gonna go with the closet. I lose on the... Oh, sneakers. Nice. I lose on the extra one, but yeah, I was... I think the value of getting a key now is pretty important. Corridor here. Yeah, I think the code check here is pretty good. Already solves one problem. Gonna go pantry. I do have a specific plan in mind. Hallway, please. No, security's fine. Okay, here's my thought. Do I try to immediately get the Ladyship's chamber here, and then I don't have to worry about it, right? I can find a tomb later when I have drawing power. Actually, I'm gonna wait, but that's the plan. The plan is to get the Ladyship's chamber here. Little Polar. Open it now. Feeding Nook. I don't hate the hallway here. I could check the bracelet and then lose the running shoes for the sake of 2 rare items. I don't know. I do like my running shoes though. Have to be safe. Have to play this one slow. Actually, I think the bedroom here is fine. Yeah, I'm on. Currently, I'm still on the quest to find the study. The study is really what I need, though I do not have much gems. Actually, I should have gone gift shop here and then drawing room potentially later. A bit of a misplay. It's okay. Dining room's fine here. Okay, now I need access to the foundation, and we're okay. We're in business. Courtyard's fine. It was a couple of streams ago. I don't hate the conference room here. I really hate that the study is so hard to find every time. Ideally, I would love to be able to find a study in the conservatory at some point and just literally put it on the easiest rarity, like the lowest rarity, so I can find it every fucking time. It's such a good freaking room. I think boudoir here makes sense. It's a gem, it's 2 dice, and it's extra keys later, and we already have access to the hallway left side there. Okay. Shit. I'm already down to my last key. I need a shovel. Oh! Okay, that's actually pretty good. It's not as much as I could have, but it's very necessary. Gift shop's good there, right? I'm gonna waste one, I was gonna say, in hopes that it doesn't require a key. Ingredients, thank you for the tier 3, 13 months. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Been well. Huge amount of support, thank you. Oh, I've again forgot to start saying it again. Ingredients, you will be remembered. I forgot to say that. I was saying it again before the end of the year, and then I got sick, and I didn't stream for a couple weeks, and I forgot to say it again. People need to be remembered. I need a shovel. I don't have a shovel. Okay, the commissary could be good shovel-wise. This could allow me to disable. I have to carry, I think. It's a little awkward, but get everything. I'll take the lot. Okay. Where do we go from here? We dig. We dig holes. Those holes haven't been great recently. I should have actually waited for the experiment. See, now I got... If I had the experiment going with the things, I would have gotten nothing out of those. I can guarantee you. Ah, this is so fucking annoying. Secret passage into... Orange, I think, actually. Maybe green. I'm hoping for another courtyard. The morning room. Tomorrow you will start with 2 gems? I've never seen that room. I am pretty sure I have never seen that room. What the fuck? Yeah, that's the one, the missing one I had. I've never seen that room before. Yeah, sure. Bishop. God damn. An upgrade disc. Don't mind if I do. Some gems for, you know. The Baron of Mount Holly names nephew provisional heir. In the blue hours of Wednesday morning, the venerable Baron of Mount Holly, Herbert H. Sinclair, passed away at the ripe age of 73 after a prolonged struggle with heart condition that had been kept from the public eye until his final days. Esteemed as a pillar of society and renowned for his penchant for crafting puzzles, he was a source of endless fascination to our readers for the years, not least through his popular column Baron Bafflers, which he penned for over a decade. The particulars of the announcement of his successor yesterday has left his devoted followers with one last intrigue to ponder. Reading of his will precipitated a flurry of speculation for his niece and presumptive heir. The much beloved and lamented Mary Matthew Jones has been missing, presumed deceased, for the past 6 years. Mrs. Jones, better known to our readers by her pen name Marion Marigold, enchanted the hearts and minds of the children across the realm with her literary creations such as The Red Prince, Swimbird, and A New Clue. Her disappearance remains one of the age's most tragic mysteries. With her whereabouts unknown, it was Marigold's own son, Simon P. Jones, a lad of but 14 summers, who was yesterday named the provisional heir to the sprawling Cinca Empire. So our character is actually 14 years old. I mean, he looked young. I just thought he was a young adult that just looked young, because like, I mean, the visual style of the game doesn't really translate to, you know, giving you the age of the character very well. But no, he's an actual kid. Huh. This is the first time I've drafted the room, yes. However, this vast inheritance is accompanied by an undisclosed contractual condition. Given the Baron's well-known penchant for tests of mettle and wit, it's clear that the young heir from Reddington, distinguished in his own right as last year's County Science Fair's runner-up, faces an extraordinary challenge in the coming weeks. More to follow. Fun. Obviously, no new information, but I mean, outside of the fact that we're 14, which is something I didn't know. Huh. The best thing to go with breakfast is a morning newspaper and a coffee. It's wild. It doesn't feel like this room... You know, it almost feels like this room should have been... It feels like this room should have been something I found earlier. It doesn't... It seems like an early game sort of room, right? Hey, you get a couple of gems, you know, you find a journal that gives you context on the whole sort of story. It doesn't feel like a late game discovery, if it makes sense. I'm surprised I never found it before. The upgrade disc is good. Yo, what's up, Lord? Good luck with work. Those look like those magic eye things, you know? Well, not really, but it reminds me of it. You know, when you have to cross you have to cross your eyes and you can see in 3D. I love those things when I was a kid. Somehow you know, everyone has to like do the thing where you put it close to your nose and then you sort of move away from it. I could literally just look at the thing, cross my eyes intentionally, and you know, see the three-dimensional thing. I was really good at just crossing eyes by looking at it normally. Well, nothing really Faramage, but first of all, just saying that could be considered a spoiler, so be careful. But yes, I mean, nothing. It's just, it doesn't feel like I'm in the early game anymore, is what it feels like. Just based on the fact that we've, you know, filled up a lot of those room space. I haven't found room 8 still, which is quite the mystery. But yeah, this green room, I've been thinking about it for a while. You could never do those, the magic eye thing, yeah. I don't know, I'm good at crossing my eyes, I guess. Okay, where do I go from here? Man, this is such an annoying conundrum. Still. God, this sucks. I think I have to redraw here, hope for something better. Oh, thanks, game. I'll take the cloister. Oh, silver key, okay. Yo, what's up, Brendan? Yeah, run away. Bye. Sure, let's do that. God damn it. I do need the keys. I think I'm gonna do. And I mean, it's a good spot to end the day. Not having the difference between having the keycard and not having a keycard is so massive in terms of my peace of mind. Is that wrong? 1, 18, 2 squared, 4. Am I not supposed to square at the end? I guess not. Oh, right. You square with the color. Okay, great. 1 squared for T. Yeah, anything that you can do that sort of prevents like a run ending scenario is always great. I always want to try to prevent those run ending scenarios. How do I feel about Project Zomboid? I've played it a long time ago when it was like in very early alpha or whatever. I like the idea of the game. I would love to you know, eventually see more of it and maybe play it. No. Yeah, I think in this scenario, what room do I need for this? The boiler room. Whatever, I'll eat. I'm in a bit of a pickle. Oh, I already got the. Never mind. Have I entered this room already with the mask? Yeah, I'm gonna go up here. Come on. Do I use the silver key? Oh, I don't think so. Yeah, I'm gonna open with the west wing. And I'm gonna. I go attic here? Yeah, sure. Hopefully we find a key card, which solves the breaker box problem. When I'm drowning in gold, I only find gold. When I'm drowning in gems, I only find gems. Like, So annoying. Also, I only got small stuff. I didn't get a single valuable item outside of the lever. It's crazy. I was hoping for a key card. But nope. Only get small stuff. Nothing of value. Luck is definitely not on my side today. It's crazy how I, like, some days I just can't catch a break. And it's typically the whole day when it happens. If I do 2 runs in a day, I'm like, both of them are gonna be screwed. I'm gonna take the pool just for the space there. I'm gonna keep adding to the things. What is today? Gems. What is that? Oh, the apple. Nice. Curved chest. Southern Cross. Diamondus Major and Minor. Okay, I'm happy with those gems. I would love to find a study still. But not a bad set of bonuses here. I'm gonna use the silver key there. Opening the space as much as possible would be... Why does this game hate me? Seriously. All these suck. I'm gonna put the great hole down, but I'm gonna try to circumvent it. Of course. Still don't need the gems there. Okay, I'm hoping for keys. Yep. Ooh, okay, that's good. Not mad about the dice. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to get the outside room now. See if we can do the thing. 4 rerolls should be enough. There's not that many outside rooms. So if I can reroll, this should be fine. It does work. Oh, and we get it first try. Hell yeah. Fantastic. Which means we keep our dice to potentially find the one we want. Okay, that's really, really good. Really convenient. And we get more dice. Beautiful. Okay, this is looking good. We might have a pretty decent shot at finding her Ladyship's chamber. That is good. If I can do that, I'm okay with the run. I don't care about the run dying after that. There's usually a dig spot in here. I just can't find. I still need to decipher this thing one day. There's a lot of words that I'm... Okay, please allow me to find that fucking... I really want to find it. Coming for you, Clara. I'm coming for your secrets. When you really think about it, I'm doing something horrible. I'm about to, you know, trying to find someone's dark secrets. This looks really weird. It feels like this should be like a secret or something. Get some gold here. Wait, I really haven't... Oh, you only get the... Okay, that's interesting to know. So the tomb's reward doesn't work retroactively. Okay, good to know. Doesn't matter too much. Typically I will... I mean, now that I know that I can redraw outside rooms, it actually... I don't know why I never thought about it until I was like, okay, I really need to find the tomb. That's the only reason I would see to not draw the outside room right away, right? You're trying to find a specific one. Rubbing a key from a grave to break open a diary. Yeah, I know. It doesn't sound great, but listen. I'm only 14. I'm a kid. I'm literally a child. It's, you know. Think about Goonies, right? I'm a child on an adventure. That's what it is. I don't know, you know, how bad what I'm doing is. I don't understand. I'm too young. Indiana Jones would do it. That's true. Oh shit, yeah, the Indiana Jones game. How did you... I wonder if the Indiana Jones game, the latest one that came out, I wonder if that's something I should stream or if that's something because I thought about it the other day. I was like, huh, that's something I could play or stream. And then I was like, I don't know, maybe I want to stream that actually. It seems cool. I don't know. Teens don't follow rules because they don't comprehend them. Yep. That's what I am in this video game. I'm a teenager. I am a child. Teens don't not follow rules because they don't comprehend them. Oh. Yeah, I never... My brain filters out double negatives. It's so ugly. I mean, okay, listen, as someone who worked with teenagers for a while, and I'm not saying you're wrong, but I think there's something to be said about them not. They understand the rule. I don't think they have a full understanding, like a full, really meaningful understanding of the consequences of their actions. Like, they understand the rules, they understand that it might have consequences. They don't really understand fully the impact of those consequences. And that someone else is gonna have to basically, you know, pick their shit after them, right? Oh, the cloister gets an upgrade. Huh. Okay. The cloister of Rina, or Rina. Raise your luck with each green room you draft from this cloister. The fuck does that mean, raise your luck? Is that like a hidden stat that makes it easier for me to find rare rooms? Raise your luck? Oh, maybe it's related to the casino. The casino, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Not sure what luck, or maybe like even like digging spot. Maybe all the RNG is affected by it. Huh. Gain 2 stars for each room with an animal you draft from this cloister. Wow, those are really specific. The cloister of Draxis. Gain 4 dice for each dead-end room that you will. You will! I love the red you will. That's so ominous. I love it. Draft from this cloister. $10. Thank you for gifting 3 months of tier 1 sub to Colette. Colette, enjoy the ad-free experience. Thank you, $10. Very generous. Okay, the Cloister of Draxis, as much as I love the concept, and I'm like, oh man, this looks like, this seems really fucking cool, I'm a little worried. Because usually I like getting the cloister as a sort of, you know, like a nice room that can open up the space in the middle of the, you know, the property. That's usually where I get it. So turning it into some weird gambit to get more dice, especially with my playstyle revolving around the study that much, I don't think that's a really good pick for me. But I love the design of the room. It looks really neat. Looks like something out of Diablo. Where did I get this upgrade disc? In the morning room, which we drafted for the first time today. This one's interesting. I think the concept's interesting, but again, it seems, I don't know, like the stars are gonna raise anyway over time. This has my attention because I've never thought about the concept of luck being a stat. So it's the, you know, I haven't found any other way to raise my luck, whatever it does. So it really makes me want to go for this. Yeah, the red rooms are really fucking cool. I agree, design-wise. But I can't justify the mechanic here. I think I want to go for this, like raising my luck, whatever it is. Sounds like an interesting mechanic to maybe uncover. Like the stars, I don't want to have, you know, I don't like the unreliability of raising the star, because I eventually want to make sure I hit every sort of level, right? Because there seems to be some later that do some special stuff, and I really want to make sure I don't miss them accidentally. This seems more like a thing that I don't fully understand, so it's not gonna too, you know, imposing on my drafting. I think I'm gonna go for the Cloister of Rina, just for the sake of maybe figuring out what luck is and does. Again, it's the first mention I really have of that being a stat, so I think I'm gonna go for it. Even though it seems a bit like the most boring one of them all. But yeah, I can't justify the Draxus one, even though it looks fucking amazing. Yeah, no, I'm going for Rina. Is this the upgrade you want? Yes. I'm going with my strategy, which is all about, you know, safe, consistency, all those things. 1 gems, 2 keys, 3 coins, 2 trunks? What? I mean, the trunks are the pool, sure, but... Huh? Where are the 2 keys? Oh, there could be shit in the Great Hall behind doors. Yeah. Yeah, that probably is where it is. Yeah, that actually would make sense. Well, I mean, that's good, because it means if I open doors, I have a pretty good chance of, at least, it has a good chance of paying for itself. Alright, let's try to get her ladyship's chamber. Okay, try again. Come on. I even changed the probability. Dude, I swear to God, this game hates me. What if it can't spawn in the corner? Okay, one more. I'm taking the walk-in closet here. Because what if it can't spawn in the corner? I mean, that would be weird. Oh my god, I got a key card. Okay, never mind. I'm really happy with this. Now I can switch security to high. Okay, I'm gonna keep these. I'm gonna keep this for last. Should I be worried about my steps? Maybe a little bit? We're not doing so great steps-wise. Should be fine. We do have the shoes. And we do have the foundation to help. It's the last time I see you like this, Cloister. Next time you will be very different. I'm excited. This would give me steps. This gives me an experiment. I'll take the experiment. Experiments can be life-saving. Well, that sucks. Because I don't spend gems. I'm not gonna drive too many shop rooms, I don't think, at this point. Am I gonna draft at least one? Yeah, probably the kitchen, if I find it. Yeah, the kitchen. Wait, is the kitchen a shop? Yeah, it is. So, yeah, I'll do that, I guess. It's not great, but... Okay, let's see what we get at the end there. Oh! Now I get that! Okay. Oh. Fucking study, man. I really need... If I can get the study on low... on like, you know, commonplace rarity or whatever the lowest is, I'm never losing a run ever again. Like, it's so fucking strong. Well, this is good. This is good. This is gonna probably guarantee we can find the... for Ladyship's chamber. Did I not... Did I set it to rare, right? To commonplace. Yeah, I did. Alright, well, let's see. Oh, fucking hell. Redraw. Okay, the rotunda is actually pretty good. Because not only does it allow us to reroll, rotate to every room, it also allows us to rotate the rooms we draw. Which is... hopefully allows us to... One goes down there. Okay, I'll do. Dude, what the fuck is up with the vestibule? It shows up all the time. I hate this fucking vestibule. I actually hate that room. I should have never added it to my... I didn't understand exactly how it worked. That room is a piece of garbage. How many do I have? Not enough, I don't think. That's true, Quasi. I mean, I could use the steps. Yeah, I could use the steps. Yeah, I'm not too mad about this one. The only issue is that it doesn't help with figuring out the whole way, kind of the whole thing. Dan's going to get salty about blueprints the way people rate in PvP games. You clearly haven't seen me play League of Legends. There's levels to the salt. Okay, this is actually quite amazing right there. Because, like, I mean, the Great Hall doesn't matter at this point anymore if I put that down. And I can just grab the resources and open the antechamber. So, yeah, I'll take it. I wonder if those fingers pointing at the room mean something more than just that. Like, what if there's a certain room you draft after this and it gives you something special? Oh. Do we go orange into orange here? For the sake, because the problem is this would be good, but then I screw myself out of the last two. Because I think the Great Hall opens the south one, right? Actually, I'm not sure. The Secret Garden opens left and right. I don't know. Having doubts. I mean, it's another opportunity to open the room we want. So. Oh yes, I actually love the kitchen here. Not only does it trigger the experiment, I'm not sure what it gave me, but whatever. It allows me to buy a bunch of food. Great. Eggs and bakey, hell yeah. Plus 10 steps and add the morning room to today's draft pool? Oh, did I maybe do something with that at some point? Oh, wait, no. I don't know. I don't understand how the morning room works and why we had it today. I mean, I'll just eat it for the steps. I don't care about the morning room. Getting low on keys a little bit. Hey, Miss Shiver, how are you doing today? Been lurking now and then, so I'm not very sociable these days. Know that you are all remembered. Well, so are you. I'm whatever's going on that makes you less sociable, I hope it gets better. And a happy 2026. Is there an argument? I don't care about the pools things, I don't think. I don't have any more rooms to add to the floor plan, I don't think. Unless there's another one that only appears once you've cleared everything else. Also, it would give me a plan of the Great Hall, which could be good. I'm, you know, sort of struggling with the number of keys that I have. Yeah, actually, you know what? It's not bad. Nope, okay. There's no more new floor plans. At least that's confirmed. Because I wasn't sure. Maybe, you know, maybe one more would appear as soon as everything else is uncovered. Okay, so those two, this one and this. So the lever's probably in there? No, that's an opening. The lever's... Where's the lever? One of those two? Or in the small one? I'm not sure. I need to take a screenshot of the structure. I haven't taken notes and screenshots yesterday or today. Those runs have been unproductive. I'm gonna have to go through my checklist again. I'm sure I've forgotten a few things. I've completely forgot about this. Oh shit. I'm gonna have to figure that out at some point. Well, you know, Miss Shiver, not every run's going that well, unfortunately. Actually, the runs today have been pretty bad. But I'm doing my best. I'm trying. In fact, I was struggling with steps just earlier. I sort of want to keep this one. Like, if we find the her ladyship's chamber here, then we can use this one as a traversal thing. But I want to make sure I keep my options open until I guarantee we get it. Where am I going right now? I'm going to try to open the door and hit the great hole. Yep. I really wish I had more keys. Honestly. Oh, apparently we got money. I can't find... I have gems, I think, at the shop. Alright, here we go. Please do not do this to me. Give me the fucking room, please. We have 11 rerolls. Plus 8 in the other one. If I can't find it with that many rerolls, I'm just doomed. Dude, come on. Oh, thank God. This is crazy, though. Commonplace rarity, by the way. Commonplace. Okay, that's done. Next time I enter the boudoir, I get extra steps. I need to remember to do that when I'm backtracking back to the top. Okay, we're gonna read the journal a little bit later. Now that I know it's there, I first want to do the busy work. I'm not even. I don't think so, Ciel. That's the thing. I haven't. I've been careful not to put too many things in commonplace, just to avoid that saturation. But what I need to do is I need to go to the conservatory again when we go to the code check at the end of the run today, and I need to change the rarity back on some of those things, probably. Some of those rooms that I don't need to find anymore. Ah, come on. What do I want here? Maybe the bedroom that gives me a bunch of keys? Well, I mean, no, because we're... Oh, wait! I've unlocked the hallway doors. I forgot about that. I legit forgot that I had the foyer. Oh, come on. Is it the right side, really? Well, sucks to be me, I guess. The only door that I don't have access to. Oh well. Not that bad, it's okay. I mean, it's annoying. I like getting to the antechamber. Plus, we had the quest bedroom today, so it would have given us a bit more allowance. But I don't think we need extra money. Like, I mean, it's not something... I mean, it's always nice to add to it, but it's not really that big of a deal. Okay, what's the play here? We're gonna go to the Ladyship's chamber, read the diary. I doubt it's gonna, you know, be something that makes me want to find a specific room. But what if it does? Then we have a last chance to maybe find a room today. So do I want to keep my options open just in case to, you know, depending on how it ends? Yeah, actually that makes sense. And then I think I code check, I conservatory to adjust some of the probabilities, and then I end in the break room. I think that's the plan. Let's go read that diary, see what's up. Love it. Oh yeah, I forgot the telescope is always there. I love this room. All right, let's go. Let's see what's in her ladyship's journal. Her ladyship's sleep diary. January 17th, 1979. My dear diary, after countless sleepless nights and failed home remedies, my physician has urged me to document my sleeping routine in the various bedrooms of our estate. It is his hope that by tracking the caliber and length of my sleep in each room, together we may come to a deeper understanding of my condition, and perhaps with my luck find a more favorable environment in which I might finally find some amount of rest. Clara. This is so cool. 18th of January 1979. My dear diary, to begin, I thought it best to start with my own room despite already knowing how unsuitable it has been for my sleep of late. Perhaps it is all the old memories that linger here, as it is impossible not to think of home among so many mementos of my youth. Nonetheless, I find comfort in gazing at the stars before dozing off, and it pains me to consider that if this trial is successful, may be one of the final occasions that I sleep here. Aw, that's kind of sad. Also, it's interesting because obviously, you know, she has a telescope. She clearly likes the stars and all that. I assume the observatory was built for her. And she has like an open ceiling, right? Where she can like look at the stars from her bed and everything. It's kind of a cool detail. Like, good environmental storytelling, once again. Which this game does very well, obviously. My room, sleep duration 2.5 hours, quality peaceful despite brevity. Observable effects, I awoke the following morning with 10 less steps, but also observed an additional star in the sky. Oh shit, are those actually like mechanics? If I stop my day here, I get less steps the next day, but I get an additional star? Interesting. I didn't think about... I never thought about ending the day in the bedrooms of the house. Like, that's not something I ever considered. th of January, 1979. Dearest Diary. Last night I retired to the guest room, as I have yet to gain the courage to ask anyone to surrender their room to me, even for a night. This bedroom is a cozy space normally reserved for guests staying the weekend. However, I found, despite having a choice between two beds, that neither proved to be very comfortable. I must speak with Herbert about this, as our guests deserve, at the very least, as much comfort in their stay as we have. Clara. Sleep duration 4 hours, quality very fragmented, observable effects nothing special. This is, if this is indeed like a mechanical thing as well, like another beautiful way in which the game does mix narrative and mechanics. This game is really good at that. 22nd of January 1979. My dear diary, it was strange to sleep in the childhood room of my late husband. The room was just as I had imagined from the stories he told me of growing up with an elder brother. Herbert informed me that the room has remained untouched, almost identical to when they both occupied it. To avoid any accidents, I slept in the bottom bunk, as climbing ladders is not as easy as it used to be. Despite my exhaustion, my thoughts of Simon kept me up through most of the night. Clara. Sleep duration twice the usual, quality 2 times as restless. Observable effects, the next morning I went to the family tomb to visit his grave, and I was surprised to find a flower already laid. What? Hold on. Oh my god, this is so many new things we're gonna have to try. Oh my god, this is so fucking rad. This game is blowing my mind. 24th of January 1979. I could not bring myself to ask Hartley directly if I could borrow his room for my sleep study. The mere thought of it was mortifying. Instead, I decided to roll the die, as he often puts it, and wait for his night off to sneak into his room to nap. The experience of sleeping in a servant's room was thrilling, but the fear of getting caught was overwhelming. I love how she's afraid of being caught in the room of literally her servants, in her manor. I think it says a lot about the character, and I think it's interesting. Every little noise startled me, and I couldn't manage to sleep for more than a few moments, fearing Hartley would return at any time. Sleep duration, perhaps 1 hour. Quality, terrible. Effects, about half the steps the following day. I also discovered a stray die had found its way into my pocket. It was hardly shocking, given Hartley's 25th of January 1979. My dear diary, I have to confess that I was initially hesitant to spend the night in the Baron's room. It's extravagantly showy, with every surface adorned with gold and every piece of furniture so large it seems almost comical. But as I laid down on the enormous bed, I was surprised to find that I felt entirely at ease. Even the absurdly oversized pillows were somehow comfortable, propping me up just right so that I didn't feel any strain on my neck or back. I slept more soundly than I have in weeks, and I woke up feeling genuinely rested for the first time in what feels like forever. Sleep duration, 8 whole hours. Quality, the best in many months. Observable effects, I awoke feeling very refreshed with more energy and more steps than normal. Okay, cool. 28th of January 1979. As fate would have it, just as I had begun to make progress in my quest of slumber, a most joyous event has interrupted my progress. My beloved daughter has given birth to a son and has requested my presence in town to assist her during this exciting but demanding time. For now, I shall take my leave of the bedrooms of Mount Holly, but I am certain, dear diary, that one day I shall return. Lady Clara Epson, grandmother. That's the outside room, isn't it? It seems like a room with 4 doors, which... Okay, let me look at the... So, okay. Just to confirm, Clara is indeed our grandmother, right? So this is my birth on the 28th of January 1979. So, yeah. Obviously, we're 14 now. The game takes place in 93. Almost 94. It's the end of the year. We're turning 15 in a few days in game. I wonder if something happens for her birthday. Oh, actually, hold on. Yeah, that's interesting. That's gonna be like a month from now in game. That's a lot of days though, but we'll get there eventually, I'm sure. That's really cool to think about. Oh. Ah, damn it. It almost makes me want to try the bunk room into a tomb again the next day. What a nice little journal. Also, this is interesting. I feel like I've seen that symbol before. the four-sided thing. To the notes. Like a room being drawn in this exact way seems familiar. I feel like I've seen, but I mean, it seems to, I don't know, it seems to indicate an outside room that may have doors, but that's not something we've seen before. Is this gonna trigger the appearance of a new outside room? Now that we know it exists, maybe we can draw it? Maybe it represents something else, I don't know. Which one of the outside rooms could that represent? Oh. Anyway, let's take screenshots of it. Ladyship. 7. There it is. Ladyship's chamber. Oink. I think I have to try, as much as I want to end the break room, because obviously that's, you know, very valuable. I really want to try one of those mechanics. I don't think I have a bunk room. I think I have the servants' quarter. No, I have the other one. I have the servants' spare room, I think. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see if we can find a bedroom maybe in the last spot we have. I would really like to experiment with it. Yeah, this is really intriguing. I don't know what to make of that. Because it can be just to show that there's an outer room, right? Like, it feels like that's something you would... Yeah, I mean, you have to have the tomb to find this. So it can't be there just to show, hey, there's outer rooms out there. No, this is something that has more meaning. Not sure what. What kind of rooms do we have here? We have the guest bedroom, which I don't think is... What does the guest bedroom do again? Nothing special, yeah. I think the bunk room would be fun. The bunk room would be fun. And... the master bedroom could be interesting, just for extra steps, see how many that is, if it's better than the sauna. The ladyships, I don't value the stars too much, I don't think. Wanna hit the observatory every time. Okay, so let's try to maybe find a bunk room here, I guess. It'll be easy. Have quite a few re-rolls to try and find it. This one's bad, right? Yeah. There it is. Oh, fuck. Hold on. We have something to experiment with the workshop, don't we? I have a note about that. I saw it earlier today. Yeah, the compass and the shovel apparently does something. I think I've actually maybe done that before. Maybe not. I'm not sure. Oh, wait. I have a book. Compass and shovel. No, I have not. I don't think. I mean, the bunker... Oh, my God. So many choices. So many decisions. That would be me hunting for the tomb 3 days in a row, which I think is crazy, but at least we're doing something specific. We're really trying to find something. And now that I know that I can manipulate the RNG of the outside as well, I feel a little more comfortable going for specific stuff like that. Yeah, I think I end the day in the bunk room, right? Try to experiment with that. Again, let's see what it does. The bunk room. The next morning, I went to the family tomb to visit his grave, and I was surprised to find a flower already there. Which could be nothing, but it could be an item or something. I don't know. Could actually be an important revelation for something. Yeah, because the workshop, I mean... Do I have any use for the workshop? I don't think so. An ending in the break room would be great for the key card, but... I don't know. The curiosity of this tomb thing is too big right now. I need to kind of... I need to go for it, I think. Okay, we'll do that. Alright, so I'm gonna end in here, but before we do, I do need to go check the bracelet, and I need to hit the conservatory again. To adjust a few of the probabilities. The boudoir would give me 10 steps, but I think going there's spending more than... Yeah, it's fine. We have enough steps. I want to make sure I don't miss anything. I mean, I don't want to go outside again. Oh, I need to solve this, by the way. I don't really have any reason to. I just don't want to. I don't want it to count against my record. 2 of these statements are true. The statement on the blue box is true. The gems are in a box with a true statement. So if this is true and true, then I don't know which one it is. So this is false, and this is correct. Easy. Check the bracelet. Go to the conservatory. Just a few things. Oh, we have dug this. I fail. So now I can change her ladyship's chamber to be... I mean, it was so hard to find anyway, because it's such a specific scenario to find it. I think I can leave it on commonplace, actually. The bunk room being unusual is fine. I think the utility closet being commonplace is good. It can more easily allow me to play around with the electricity and disable the stuff. Now, which one can I think I'm supposed to be able to adjust the rarity of the ones that I have touched, right? Isn't there a thing that said that I could change the ones that I modified before? Right. But it's only the ones that I have. Okay, this security is commonplace. Am I okay with that? Yes, security is good. Code checks commonplace. That I'm gonna change. The aquarium is commonplace. So I want to reset it to unusual. Yes. Oh, cloister. We changed it to be standard. Yeah, no, standard's great. Standard cloister, love it. Oh, we changed the archive to be rare rather than unusual. I'm okay with that. Fine. I haven't drafted the dove coat yet. That's something I need to do whenever we find it. What? What the fuck is that bug? Did you see that? If I go back from the studio edition, it sends me to the red rooms instead. Thing. Little glitch. Oh, it does it for everyone now. Oh, even the outer rooms have a rarity setting. Interesting. Oh, are they all unusual? Yeah, it seems like they are. Yeah, they're all unusual. Interesting. Okay, this is fine. We checked the coach. Checked the bracelet. Let's go check the outside. That's Herbert's tomb. So I would assume there's one around here. Okay, that's Clara's. Where is Simon's then? The last one? Is this Simon's? Oh, maybe that's how I figure it out. Maybe having a flower on one of the tomb is how I figure out which one is Simon's. Wait, is it Simon's? My thoughts of Simon kept me up through most of the night. And then she says his grave. I don't know if I knew if that... Okay, well, Simon's our grandfather, right? Yeah. Daniel's our dad, Simon's our grandfather. So I'm assuming when she writes those things in her diary, he's dead already. He passed at some point. And that's why it's tormenting her, you know, to be in his old room. Late husband, she says even. Yeah. Okay, so I'm thinking that one tomb is Simon's. Not this one. The one that's here. That is Simon's tomb, probably. Unless it's the one downstairs. This one, right? No, that's not a tomb actually. Is it? I don't know. Just an altar. Rexus. I mean, it could be one of these. Although he seems like a pretty important member of the family, so... Okay, I don't want to say some bullshit, but X marks the spot. You know, when you're thinking of a treasure. That's an interesting... couple of planks in an X formation. I don't know. Probably just a coincidence, but I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe getting the flower on the tomb will confirm which one is Simon's, and maybe there's something to do with it. Who knows? The grandfather that I'm named after, so that's pretty significant. Which now makes sense why my mom probably named me after my grandfather, because he passed, you know. Probably, it was probably something to his memory. Right, to the bunk room. I think it's better RGZ, but I'm still not looking at it when I'm going down them. I'm still trying to avoid looking at them. But it's a bit better because it's enclosed, yeah. There's less of like a massive circular effect. Desmond! Look at this little guy. Mystery. The Turtles of Vera. Interesting. I never looked at the titles really. Love Desmond. Desmond's the best. Did we name the eels? No, we haven't. I don't particularly find affection towards fish, but I already struggle to keep track of the dogs' names, so no naming the heels for now. Maybe later. No feels for the eels. Huh. Come on, Desmond. Let's get it. What a guy. All right. Hey, what an interesting day. Finally finding the opening the Ladyship's journal. That was great. Interesting new mechanics potentially. This run was a little iffy for a while, but especially with the keys. The keys was the sort of breaking point, but we kind of pulled it together. That was nice. And we achieved our goal. So, you know, our goal was small, but we got it. I'm very happy with that. There's many more big mysteries we have to uncover, like the castle one and you know, some of the other stuff. But yeah, no, that was definitely a better run after the first one of the day. That was a bit of a struggle. This one was a lot better. Also shows me that with my strategy, I don't need that many gems, really. So I think I can sort of diminish the value of the freezer a little bit. But again, if I can get the study to be commonplace and I can get code check and studies on like a regular basis, I think then suddenly gems have more value because I can reroll everything all the time. If I get like 150 gems or something, and really try to, like, you know, tailor my house for what I'm trying to accomplish. So we'll see. But yeah, next goal for the next run, I'm gonna end in the bug room. I hope to find the tomb again, so we're gonna try to find some dice or the study before we draft the outer room. Try to get the tomb again, try to find Simon's grave, see if there's anything special with it, with the flower thing, or if it's just a flavor thing, right? Could be just a little flavor thing, but I could be a hint to something bigger. Yeah, that's the micro goal for the next run. On a more macro level, I'm not sure. I think before the next run, we're gonna go through the checklist again and through the notes and try to find things we can sort of shoot for. And obviously, there's the big castle mystery we still have to sort of think about. But I don't know. I don't really have any hints. Point, I don't think. I also want to try to draft the cove thing. What's it called again? The dove coat. It's a room I haven't drafted yet. Might have some lore or hints, something bigger. So yeah, few micro goals for next run. We'll see what happens. Have I done everything I needed? Checked the thing, adjusted the probabilities in the conservatory. Yeah, we're good. Her Ladyship's bed and breakfast? What a name. Beautiful. I love seeing the picture on the side and everything. That is so fucking cool. Excellent title, I know. I'm a big fan. Her Ladyship's bed and breakfast. Lovely. This was a beautiful, beautiful run for our grandmother Clara, in honor of our grandmother Clara. Who was so happy when she learned she was going to be a grandmother. I love that. That's such a sweet sort of little character detail. I love that. And it adds, again, we've talked about the theme of, you know, Simon being abandoned by his mom for greater, you know, ambitions and sort of causes and principles and all that. And, you know, that can lead to a lot of, obviously, a lot of struggles. So him finding this trace, not only, you know, we found before our mom's letters and messages that seemed to indicate that she indeed, you know, loved us very much, but she had to pursue her causes, and she had bigger responsibilities above being a mother, which is very interesting, I think, character-wise. So finding another trace of, you know, a member of her family actually loving us that much, that she was so excited she was getting a grandson, you know, I think that's a beautiful little story element as far as Simon's sort of journey of, you know, finding how much his family loved him, which is something he might have doubted before because of the things that happened and him being abandoned as a young child. And, you know, I think that's kind of the story of this game. It feels like that's kind of where the story is going, is Simon sort of learning that his family loved him despite evidence of the contrary, you know? So I think that's kind of nice. I think that's beautiful. That's one of the, at least one of the strong themes of the story, for sure. All right. That's pretty short stream today, but I feel like the next one I want to take my time with it again to get the RNG in my favor and everything, so I don't want to rush into it today. Plus, I'm still feeling a little, you know, I've recovered, but I'm still like, my nose, my respiratory system is still a bit affected, and I do feel tired. I don't have the same amount of energy as I normally do when I'm. Unfortunately, the flu really kicked my ass for a while there, so I'm just gonna keep it short and sweet, and eventually I'm sure we'll have longer streams. But yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for hanging out. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. It was a bit of a struggle, but I think beautiful conclusion to it all. So I'm happy with it. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys for just hanging out and, you know, yet another beautiful day of Blueprints. I'm excited to get back to it tomorrow, 7 p.m. Central European Time, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. About 20 hours from now. A little over 20 hours from now. Yeah, join the Discord if you want to know, you know, all the information about what's going on, and get notifications whenever I go live every day. It's still the most reliable way to know whenever I'm going live, is the Discord notifications. So make sure to join if you're interested in that. Follow the channel if you haven't yet. And yeah, that's about it. I wish you all a beautiful rest of your day, evening, or night. I will see you guys in the next one. And until then, remember me, and I will remember you.